If you live in a metropolitan area like that where such facilities are available, think about it, whether it's going to cost you more to buy a car and pay for your financing, pay for insurance and pay for petrol versus you just using. Beautiful people, do you really ever get so annoyed on things that you feel like you are really wasting money on? Look, on this video today, we actually want to chat to you about things that people are generally wasting money on. So remember, we focus on smart everyday moves that help us with our finances, and this is the pause area. So basically, one thing that I think a lot of people know that they waste money on is actually eating out. Look, it does not get old. I will preach this up until Jesus comes back, or until kingdom comes. But honestly, I feel like people waste money on takeaways, and personally, I think I waste money on Uber Eats. They were doing a study on how much you actually buy more, or how wasteful you can be if you're buying food when you're hungry. So most of the time when you go onto Uber Eats, you're really looking for convenience. You want to eat now, and you will get whatever you can. But remember, when you go onto sites like that, they add added fees, so versus you going to a Chicken Licken and buying a lunch meal that's maybe 50 rand, 56 rands. When you get it on Uber Eats, it's going to be 60 rand standard. That's the price that you're going to get it for, plus they're going to charge you a 6 rand service fee and a 9 rand fee for delivery. So think about it, you could possibly be wasting money on takeaways and food, and that's equally, I think, find what works for you as a person, because some people actually really need to be buying takeout, because if you're buying food, you're buying groceries, you fill it up on your fridge, but you don't cook. Sometimes you find that you've got so much rotten food in your fridge, so much rotten vegetables that you bought on a special, but you don't eat them. Remember, that's waste. Number 2, gym fees. I think people do this all the time. You signed up for that gym at the beginning of Jan and you had so many goals of how much you want to lose weight, but you really haven't gone back to the gym since the time you signed up. Lockdown happened, you had to be indoors. I understand, but really look at whether that gym membership is worthwhile versus you just having it for the sake of having it, especially if sometimes you feel like you're encouraged to have the gym membership because you've got a loyalty program like Vitality or Multiply or something where you'll get rewarded for having that gym membership. But if you're not using it, it's the money for the gym that you're wasting, as well as the money to pay towards your loyalty fee or your loyalty program, because programs like Vitality and Multiply have an added cost to them. So make sure that when you sign up for gym, you're actually going to start working out. Otherwise, run or do home workouts. Another thing that people waste money on will be transport, and this is because you're not really thinking about the mode of transport that you need based on where you live. For example, we live in Uber times and Bolt. If you live in a metropolitan area like that where such facilities are available, think about it, whether it's going to cost you more to buy a car and pay for your financing, pay for insurance and pay for petrol versus you just using taxi services. Think about it. If you are, for example, a person that can be using a taxi and you prefer using the Gautrain because of comfort, maybe think about it. You could be wasting money on it, because Gautrain does come at an added cost versus what you'd pay in a taxi, like a normal get dropping or going down type of taxi. So think about that. And then my personal one is I waste money on being influenced. So I waste money on social media, or because of social media. And the reason I say that is that sometimes you go onto our influencers and someone will say, I bought this new eyebrow pencil, or I've got these new lashes, or I went this place, or I bought this. And you forget that these people are partnering with brands. Some of the time you find that someone is saying this is awesome, but they don't actually use it. I found it a lot when someone says, I'm partnering with such a brand for a makeup, but they're using a different brand on a day-to-day basis. So think about it and make sure that you're not wasting money because you are influenced by social media. Sometimes it's not because they're saying go and get it, it's because you see them wearing something, you see them having beautiful hair. Like, for the life of me, I'm now enjoying seeing people with like lace wigs. I'm like, I need it. But honestly, personally, I think I would be wasting money on that, because I know I do not have the power or the the energy to be putting on glue each time I need to wear that wig. So think about it. And then lastly, I think people waste money on lifestyle pressure, and I think lifestyle might also be influenced with social media. By this I mean you buying alcohol and you're drinking every weekend. Darling, if you've got financial goals, beke might not just be a solution for you. So think about that. Sometimes it's smoking, booty happily, and it's just lifestyle things that honestly I think they can be once in a while. If you are someone osasaling, you just want to be there every time and people are going on a trip and you're always on there, you're leaving with them. If you've got goals, remember, or if you've got financial goals and life goals. I mean, for example, if you're trying to do a Euro tour next year, you know that you need to be saving. So you can't literally be on every trip that everyone takes. So think about it and let us know in the comment section what you are wasting money on, and give us tips. Let's just share in our little community on what we can do better for our finances. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.